Today we're going to be making this board with just 2 cards.
Subscribe.
We finally got the Borrelend announcement for TCG. About a year and a half too late, but it still got me so excited. Ghosts from the Past 2 coming out in April. He has the protection, he has the damage, he has the negate, he has the extension. Literally, just a perfect Link 5. Now, it's been a while since we've done anything with dragons on the channel. We've mostly just been focusing on Melfi Dogma Tri-Brigade. But every day, there's this little voice in my head telling me to play Crusadia Dragon Link again. The combos are ingrained into my brain. That deck, it's literally a part of me. No joke, I'll be in the shower every now and again just theory crafting the Crusadia engine and comboing in my head to see where it takes me, which is so sad, but actually true.
Special Draco to Maggie's Zone. Link it to Striker Dragon, chain link 1 Maggie's, chain link 2 Striker out. I'm a champions.
With Borrelend coming, and oh lordy, he coming, I wanted to find a streamlined way to summon him with ease in Crusadia Dragon Link fashion, just to have some fun. And to no one's surprise, Crusadia's delivered that bitch on a silver platter. I swear, Format Skipper and Draco or Arborea can do literally anything. Cure cancer, solve world hunger, end transphobia, you name it, they'll combo it into existence. Konami should legally have to increase the extra deck size just for them. But yeah, without further ado, let's get comboing, baby. Also, did you know if you click this thumb, it turns white? Amazing. Alright, so here we are with Format Skipper and Crusadia Draco in hand. There's literally like a million different 2-card and 3-card combos to get to the same end board, but this is our best one. So of course we are going to start by normal summoning Format Skipper and activating its effect. We used to play Spatha to reveal for this effect because it worked better with LP, but now that LP's banned, I think Equimax is probably the better option. I was opting for Avramax to begin with, but I think Equimax comes up a lot more often. So we reveal the Equimax here, allowing us to copy its name, and we can now link into Crusadia Magius. Triggering Format Skipper, we're going to grab a copy of Parallel Exceed to the hand, and all the Crusadias special summon to the zone a Link monster points to, so we can special that to Magius, and we're not going to activate the effect here. We want to chain block it. Magius is sort of more important to us than Striker Dragon right now, so we link into the Striker Dragon, and then we can go chain link 1 Magius, and chain link 2 Striker Dragon. We could chain link 3 Exceed here if we were playing like a rank 4, but we're not going to do that just now. So searching for Boot Sector Launch, we are also going to search for Arborea, because she's a tuner, for no good reason. Great card. Special summon Arborea to Striker Dragon Zone, and we can now make Halki Fibrax, which has conveniently avoided all ban lists to date. And activating the effect of Halki Fibrax, we are going to summon a copy of Rocket Synchron from the deck. Now we get to link into the Pisty here, and because Halki Fibrax and Striker Dragon are pointing to the same zone, we can activate the Pisty effect, and we summon back Draco here. Draco has an effect, when it's special summoned to the zone a Link monster points to, it can add back a Crusadia monster from the graveyard. Because we haven't triggered that yet, we can summon it here, and add back Arborea to hand. Just free discard fodder. Great, amazing. Now, from here, we are going to go into Romulus, getting us a search for Dragon Ravine, and so Dragon Ravine plus Boot Sector Launch is literally just Tracer access. That's Borrelend Savage, or, you know, it could be Verte, depending on what you go for. And here, with just the 2 cards, obviously Nibiru is a big issue. We're going to go into the Apollousa for 2 materials. If you have additional extenders in hand, you could use the Draco and make 3 materials, but for the purposes of this 2-card combo, we're going to leave the Draco there. But now with Apollousa on the board, we are going to trigger Parallel Exceed. We don't have to worry about any negates. So we trigger Exceed, special summons itself to a zone a Link monster points to, and then on summon, summons another copy from the deck. Those are 2 level 4 effect monsters. Doesn't need to be different names or anything. This is, this package is just insane, literally. This is literally Borrelend right here, purely because of Codebreaker Virus Swordsman. Co-linked to the Apollousa, you can summon a 0-day from hand, deck, or graveyard. So you can like summon this from hand if you open it, or you could like send it with Chaos Space and summon it back here. You can also summon it to your opponent's field, because Apollousa points up, but we don't want to do that. No thank you. We're going to summon it here, which does bring Apollousa under 600, so you could potentially get Nibiru here, but even then you still have like 3 cards to play with. Also, your opponent has to essentially know the effect of Codebreaker 0-day. But now we link these 2 into Virus Berserker, which just has the exact same effect, summons both of them back. Not to the opponent's field, of course, 0-day, and Virus Swordsman. And that is a 3 plus a 2 plus a 1. You could make a Link 6 here if you wanted to, but bang bang bomb, baby! Borrelend hits the field. Let's go, man. Oh my god. I fucking love this card. It's so fucking cool. But now, from here, we are going to activate Ravine and activate the Ravine effect, discarding the extra Arborea that we got off of Draco's effect. And we're going to dump a Abzerrouter here to get a copy of Tracer to our hand. And then, of course, we can use Boot Sector Launch to summon Tracer from hand. And, you know, do the typical Tracer play. We're going to activate Tracer and get rid of Boot Sector Launch. Boot Sector Launch isn't as important now with Borrelend, because Borrelend just constantly revives from Graveyard anyway. So we pop the Boot Sector Launch here, grab a Rocket Recharger. Now we are, of course, going to make a Borreload Savage, baby. Equipped with a Link 3, so we have 3 negate tokens, and it's really beefy as well, because Virus Berserker just has so much attack. And this is where Borrelend's extension effect comes in. So we are going to negate the effect of Crusadia Draco to bring back Tracer. And we have no restrictions, only Dark from the extra deck. So we can literally just make Anaconda here. And of course, because DPE is Dark, we can activate the effect of Anaconda, send Fusion Destiny, and summon out our DPE, sending Celestial and Dasher. Bing bam bomb, there we have it. 2 cards, DPE, Borreload Savage, Borrelend Dragon, Apollousa with 2 counters. I guess you could like pop the Anaconda with DPE if you really want to. So you have plenty monster negates. You have 1 Omni negate for something like Evenly Matched or Lightning Storm, I guess. And you have DPE to pop things. Maybe if your opponent like normal summons Fractile and goes to attack the Apollousa or something. The only really sad part about this is that you could just get Super Polyed for 3 into Predaplant Trifio Veritum, and then that could just be over Apollousa. So Super Poly single-handedly outs this board, but literally no one's playing Super Poly right now outside of like Despia decks. So Despia would be a pretty funky matchup. You'd have to play around with your end board in that sort of matchup. Otherwise, if you get Dropleted, they essentially have to discard 4 cards. Or if you get Dark Rulered, they still have to beat over everything you have. It's all super high attack monsters. While you also have 3 cards in hand as well. Those could be back row, those could be hand traps, blah blah blah. Evenly Matched in Lightning Storm, you have the Savage negate for that. That's what you would want to hold the Savage for potentially. Of course, if they have like double Evenly or Dark Ruler Evenly, you're kind of screwed then. But of course, you would just keep the Borrelend probably. But yeah, that is the 2 card combo. We have 3 spaces left in the extra deck after everything. I mean, you don't have to go for the Anaconda and the DPE. You could play like Masquerena Unicorn, or like the extra deck isn't 100% refined. You have 2 materials to do anything you want with here. For example, we could have made Chaos Ruler and dug for like a Levianeer to rip a card from hand if we wanted to. So it is worth keeping in mind that I haven't settled on a fully optimized extra deck, and I don't even have a fully optimized main deck yet. I've just been playing around with combo lines, but of course, with a video like this, you are going to want some kind of deck list. So here's just a rough kind of 40 card experimental list I've been working with. I think it is probably worth going up to the 45-46 area with extenders and hand traps and whatnot, just to sort of even out the ratios. But for now, this is sort of a decent base to work off of if you do want to experiment with the build. We'll definitely go more in detail when Borrelend actually comes out, because the format will be very different around then with like the Brave package and everything in full play. So do stay tuned for an updated actual deck profile in the future. Drop a little like if you enjoyed the combo, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Gravel road, I've been asked to slow down. Fireplace, do you